Russell, thanks very much. It's great to be here. I think you're right about the Letterman top 10. I've got to say I'm sort of relieved I was on the show 2 or 3 weeks ago and not last week. I always thought the top 10 was an abstract concept, not David Letterman's conquest. But anyway, we'll work our way through that in due course. Don't worry, he probably won't sue me. If he does, I'm a long way away. I must admit, Russell, when you described Frances as your near-perfect wife, it reminded me of something I said to my own wife just about 3 weeks ago. I said, honey, do you know that we've been married for 25 years in about a month or two? I don't know how you put up with me for that long. And she looked at me and she said, I do. You've only been home for 7 of them. That's the way it works. Can I acknowledge my Minister of Sport, who's doing a tremendous job, Murray McCulley. Penny, it's great to acknowledge you as the Mayor of Rodney. And I just want to welcome everyone to Clifton Eventers. What a magnificent facility. And in the end, this is an example of New Zealanders basically getting off their butt and putting their money where their mouth is and delivering a facility which is going to benefit not only the sport of eventing and equestrian, not just how we feel about the local area in Muriwai, but actually how New Zealand succeeds on the world stage when we go off to the Olympics. And I've got to say, Jonathan, I am very excited about you going to London in 2012. As Prime Minister, I'd love to be there and watch you. I have one technical issue, it's called the election in 2011. So I'm working my way through that, feeling reasonably good about it. But what I can tell you is, a successful result in 2011, I'll be there to watch you and Clifton Promise, and I know you'll be bringing home the gold, so we're looking forward to seeing you there. So as I say, look, I think if you look at eventing and equestrian in New Zealand, it's had a very proud history. New Zealand has produced some tremendous riders and some fantastic results, and I think we've all been very, very proud of what they've done. The bit that I think we often underestimate as spectators of the sport is just how much work goes into achieving those results. In the end, we all get captured by the moment and watching those gold medals or those silver medals or those bronze medals rolling in, we kind of forget the hours and hours and hours that go into that result. And so I do want to congratulate everybody that's out here and encourage you to keep going. I think it takes an awful lot to get up, not just in the bad days and the good days, but every day, which is the sort of dedication that you need. And I was opening a school recently, and Hamish Carter was there, and he got up and he said, you know what, I won the gold in 2004 because I didn't win it in 2000 at Sydney. And everyone expected me to win, everyone was sure I'd win. He said, I was sure I would win, and I performed so badly I couldn't believe it. And he said, I was going to retire after the 2000 Olympics, but in the end, I just said, this is just not good enough. And he came back and won, obviously, in 2004. And I think that's the sort of level of determination you need when you're in any sort of high-level sport. And in my mind, there's no sport that personifies that more than eventing, because it's hard and it's long hours and there's complicating factors. And when you're out there in the rain and the mud and the pretty tough conditions, basically, there's not a lot of people around you congratulating you and encouraging you necessarily. You've got to do it yourself. So that's why an event centre like this is going to be so successful, because you can train all weather and you have got the sort of facilities that is going to show you that there's light at the end of the tunnel. I think the concepts around public-private partnerships and centres of excellence are very important. I brought the Minister of Sport out with me, so we chatted in the car on the way out. I noticed the bottle of champagne there, which looks rather large. I wouldn't want Dan Carter to open that, because last time I saw him trying to open one, it was about a quarter of that size and he couldn't get the cap off, so he had no hope with that one. We'd have to pass over Richie McCaw. But anyway, you won't know this, by the way, but I have a lot of things in common with Dan Carter. We're both rear jockeys, and we've both broken our Achilles tendons. They are the only two similarities to my wife. Anyway, we live in hope, eh? You live in hope. So, congratulations, well done. We will go away and have a closer look, but I think this is going to be a name that's going to be heard around the world and on TV screens and seen around TV screens around the world. And I think Clifton Promise is a horse that we're going to hear a lot more about, and so is Jonathan. And just to the young budding riders out there, can I encourage you to go for it? think in the end you've got to have dreams, you've got to believe in yourself, and one day it might be you standing up there with the national anthem being played behind you, and the flag being raised, and your face and your horse being screened on Maori television, TV Monday, on a free-to-wear basis. Millions of dollars of taxpayers behind you. What about the experience? It's wonderful being in government. Thank you very much.